Hi everybody, I'm Travis with Lansing Auto Mart. You can find us online at facebook.com/Lansing Auto Mart or our website at lansingautomart.org. Today I want to show you this Sector 250 by Hisun. This is the smallest UTV that we sell. As you can see, it is much shorter than the Sector 450 or Sector 550. It's also quite a bit shorter this direction as well. It is a tight fit for me, but I can physically get in it. I would say young adults, smaller adults, or even youth, this might be a better option. But if you're looking for a budget UTV, they don't make one less expensive than this. This will still get you around your property. I'm going to show you the quick start and the test drive on this model. So to start with, I just want to explain the differences between this and Massimo's Buck 250 that we've carried in the past. The Massimo is bigger physically. It's a little bit taller and a little bit wider. This is a little bit tighter fit for a bigger adult. It is, like I said, probably more for youth or small adult. But me being a bigger guy, I can still get in, I can still drive it. I'd still be able to use it. There are some pros and cons between this Sector 250 and the Massimo Buck 250. I think the pros outweigh the cons for the Sector 250 myself. I do like the little bit bigger size in the Massimo version, but the Sector version you get at a great price. You get a front winch standard. That does not come on Massimo's Buck 250. The other big difference is you got a pretty good size bed. The Massimo bed is pretty small. This one's a little bit bigger. It's got a decent sized tailgate. It is a dump bed. So it's got a little bit more usable bed. But the thing I like about it the most is while both of them are fuel injected, the Massimo is just an air-cooled engine. This is a liquid-cooled engine. That gives it just a little bit more power, a little bit more get up from a stop. So it'll get up and go a little quicker. They both have probably the same top speed, which I would say is somewhere in the 25, maybe 30 miles an hour top speed on it. So this is gonna operate a lot like the larger models from Hisun or Massimo. Being fuel injected, I still recommend turn the key, wait for the gauges to cycle before you start it. You need to have your foot on the brake. I'd recommend having it in neutral. I don't know if that'll show. Yeah, we're in neutral right there. There's your gear shift. Parking brake is off. It is kind of nice that parking brake is on the dash instead of on the floor. But then once its gauges have cycled, you can crank it. Now, this is the same kind of gauge cluster they use in the Sector 550, so it still has these little things here that would show if you were in four-wheel drive or if you were differential locked. That is not needed for this model because it is just two-wheel drive, so those are always going to show open, but you do at least have your RPMs over here, you've got your speedometer over here, you've got your headlight, high beam, low beam, and your on-off switch. So with it on, there's your low beam, there's your high beam. Got a little hazard switch, turn signals either direction, and then your winch in and out. You also have a little outlet there. Comes with a, in the glove box here, comes with a wireless winch remote, which is nice, and a little toolkit. Let's go take this one for a test drive. One other thing I did want to mention, I was in high gear and pushing about 25, 30 miles an hour during the test drive. For this size of a model, if you compare it to the Massimo just has a high gear. This model actually has a high and low gear, which is really nice in that price point. It also has knobby off-road tires as well as alloy wheels, which for that price point, you can't get better. But having the low gear is nice just in case you are going up a little steeper hill or something like that. This machine's gonna do great just tooling around your property. But one thing I didn't mention is this smaller unit, like I said, it's gonna be better for small adults or youth. But the nice thing is it's gonna fit in a lot of places. So it's not gonna take up a bunch of space in your garage, or if you have a trailer, if you have a race trailer or you have, a toy hauler, this won't take up a bunch of space in your, trailer. So when you're going to wherever you're going, you've got something to ride around with. Takes up a lot less space than even a big golf cart. So that's one thing to consider. Definitely this would be great for cruising around the pits if you do have a race car or know somebody that does. Otherwise, like I said, just tooling around your property, this is a great little machine. It's a really well-equipped UTV. Always check our website at lansingautomart.org. Current price on this model is $49.99 before taxes or fees. Obviously, pricing is subject to change, so in the future it may be higher than this, but I don't think you can find a better suited little UTV for this kind of price point, especially being a little liquid cooled engine, a little two-seater model. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to my YouTube channel. We really appreciate it. More and more people have been subscribing to the channel, and we get more and more customers every day that come in and purchase from us, that have watched a bunch of our videos and feel like they know us before they get to the dealership. That means a lot to us. We work hard on making these videos, and I'm gonna keep trying to do more and more as we get more time to do them and as we get more and more products available. Thanks again.